party.
Yup.
You sitting here with the youngest great, the greatest of the young.
Hell yeah, man.
We got one of the feature leaders of the new school, King Mosh Pit himself.
King Mosh Pit. Why they call it new school?
What do you mean why they call it new school?
I just thought they just call it Generation Z.
Oh, you Generation Z? Oh, you might not want to tell anybody that.
Nah, I mean, I feel like I'm the leader.
All right, man. Now, that's enough of that. Sitting here with Mr. Rockstar Vine himself. Say something to the people.
Man, what's up, y'all, man? Where my Rockstars at? 785.
Hey, all right. So now, of course, I know about you. And there's a lot of people out there that do know about you. But tell the people something that, you know, about yourself. Just let them get a little taste of who Mr. Rockstar Vine is.
I mean, first, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm 23 years old.
Ooh, okay.
Shit, I mean, I'm me in a lot of different ways, which I think is different.
All right, now what do you mean by that?
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people try to be something that they're not, and me being me in a lot of different ways kind of like opens me up as an individual to others, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I kind of describe myself.
Okay, so you're from Atlanta.
Yeah.
You say you're you in many different ways. So tell me, why do you make music? Why? What about music drew you to it, or why do you feel like there's a need to make music?
I mean, music is a form of just expression, but beyond expression, I just feel like it's spontaneous, it's sporadic, it's irrational, and it reminds me a lot of emotions. Like, emotions are irrational and spontaneous, and it really doesn't have like an end to it, which makes it beautiful, you know what I mean? And I feel like that just creates like an uncensored reality, you know, for people, and especially me, you know what I'm saying?
So your inspiration is just the emotions out of it? That's what you want to draw out of the music to give to your fans?
Well, the inspiration for me was my favorite artist, Juice WRLD, you know.
Okay.
And after he passed, it really helped me. It really took a toll on me and helped me mold myself as an individual to become an artist, you know. And I've always been, you know, an extrovert in the mind, an introvert as an individual, and being able to express myself through lyrics is something that I never thought I'd be able to really like hone in on until after he passed away.
Oh, okay, my condolences. So you saying Juice WRLD was one of your inspirations? You have any other ones?
Yeah, myself. Other than that, I mean, real talk.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's the style behind your content? What would you classify yourself as? Would it be hip hop? Would it be rock? Would it be a mixture of both? Because I ain't never seen nothing like you.
I would call my music transparent, man. That's a new genre I want to make up, but transparent music, man. A lot of people don't look at it like that, but you know, just raw emotion and raw energy putting into a song, man. A lot of people aren't used to that cut deep, like knife, that deep cut music. Yeah, you know, just, you know, I feel like it really makes people feel eerie, but that's a good feeling. Like I say,
oh yeah, it does do that. There's a few songs on this album that almost made me cry, along with other emotions.
Yeah, man.
But go deeper into that. So you would say that you're more transparent than you need to be, or than you want to be, or is it just something you have to do? You have to be transparent with the people?
I feel like it's something that I really can't control. Like, that transparency is something that we all have in our brains and hearts, but are not really fully able to really talk about or really come out to the world in any type of way possible, especially through speaking. I
feel like not to cut you off, I feel like most people want to be transparent, but they're scared of it. Yeah. You feel that way?
Yeah, I do. I feel like people are afraid of what's inside their head, and to be able to put that out there in any type of way, shape, or form, especially music, is very powerful. You know?
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like you more and more. All right, you know, now that we know a little bit more about you and how you feel about your music and how you feel about basically the game, how do you plan on going? What are your plans for the future? Do you plan on being around for a long time? Do you want to get in, get out? Do you want to be the best artist on the earth, or like, what are your plans for moving forward? Do you want to be a longevity?
Plan on being a symbol, man. I want to be a symbol for the youth, to let people know that you should strive to be the best version of yourself. Everybody is having identity crisis. Everybody's going through emotional stages in their life, and
That's needed.
Yeah, being a symbol for people helps people transpire themselves and grow as individuals and become the best versions of themselves they possibly can be, man. A diamond.
Okay, diamond. Now, explain that for me. What does that mean? Is that something you just came up off the top of your head?
Nah, that's my symbol. That's what I go by. The diamond is like something that I use to symbolize, even on my social medias, that everybody should strive to be the best version of themselves they possibly can be. You know, a diamond is supposed to be like, you know, one of the strongest, most beautiful gems on the planet, and its worth comes from its beauty and its ability to outshine everything in its path. So I feel like that's what people should strive to do. You know, nobody's perfect, but trying to be the best version of yourself you possibly can be can help you shine in your life and help shine a light on others.
Okay, now I ain't gonna lie to you. I do love the look of diamonds. Every time I see them, I get chills.
Facts. Diamonds
All right.
You know.
Couple more questions to you. Look, now you're doing very well so far.
Yeah.
You're making it to the top of my list of the smartest people I know.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
All right, so we know you want to stick around. We know you want to be a symbol for the youth, as you said, correct?
Yeah.
So that means that at times you might have to work with people outside of your niche or your box or your element. Do you have any dream collaborators that you might want to work with?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to tap into a lot of different realms and genres of music to kind of mix in a lot of, you know, the energy and also the inspirations to formulate something new. You know, I always feel like music is about evolution, and evolution can't come without molding different things together, and you have to go outside of your realm and box in order to do that. You know, and I think, you know, I plan on working with artists like Zed, you know, EDM artists, you know, Paramore, people from a lot of different genres and shit like that, like my idols and people that I've listened to growing up type shit, you know.
Okay, your idols. All right, so you named a few people I know of. I haven't heard of Zed. Sorry for.
Yeah, Zed's like more like an EDM electronic DJ. Yeah, he's dope.
But what about hip hop artists or country stars? Any?
I mean, shit. For one, man, I want to work with some folks out my city first, man. Like a big inspiration for me.
Trying to bring the city on your back, huh?
Yeah, man. One of my biggest inspirations, man, especially in 2016, by like the year I really got into like hip hop. At like the beginning of 12th grade, man, and Lil Yachty was coming out around like 2015, 2016 era, man, and that's when like the SoundCloud genre was really like
crazy for a couple of years.
Yeah, it really took a turn, man. Yeah, it was a big turn.
Kodak, yeah, I remember that.
Hell yeah, man. And Yachty was just different, bro. Whether you liked them or disliked them or not, you know, it was different.
They showed that it was okay to be different.
Yeah, and that was the first thing. It's like identifying, you know. But I feel like we're in a different age and genre right now. You know, here we come 4 or 5 years later, you know, you got COVID and everything that changed the world, and
it's scary.
Yeah, it is.
It's scary nowadays.
And it's done made me think, you know, it's just like, okay.
Well, now that we're on this subject, how are you moving around in your artistry during the times we're having? I'll say that. Because it's not just COVID, you know, mental health issues are up.
Yeah.
Peace is down. There's a lot of craziness going on with, you know, rappers in general. We've lost a few rappers in the past couple of years. Some sad people to see go. How are you moving around during that? How are you changing anything up? You doing anything different? Is anything on your mental to where is it scary? Is it just another day?
It's numbing, man. Like it's depressing to hear about, but I feel like people have kind of normalized, depression, mental health, and death nowadays. And I just feel like it's a sad thing, man. Like, it's just, for me right now, I kind of use it as inspiration to kind of keep pushing forward, to know that, like, it seems like everything's going downhill, but we need more people to step up to the plate and become idols and try to make a positive change for the rest, man, because everybody is just on the edge of their seat, and it is either they're on the edge of their seat or they're just scared, hide in the cave and tunnel and just watching from a hole, because they don't know when the next disaster is going to happen, the next massacre is going to happen, the next death of a rapper or artist, and inspirational people that people look up to. And it's kind of hard to move in that realm when you got so much going on top of COVID, which is it's just a lot, man.
And it's not like a natural disaster stop telling they had that thing out in Kentucky a little while ago.
Yeah.
So it's just the way I see it, either you can keep moving and hopefully you're doing something for yourself for when time gets better, or you can sit around and wait for time to get better and eventually try to catch up to it. But either or, it's some sad times out there. I just hope everybody out there just stays safe as much as possible.
Right.
And,
for sure.
And realize you're not alone.
For sure. Yeah.
All right, so now we talked about what your future plans is. Let me ask you a quick question. After all is said and done, what do you want the people to say about you?
I mean,
Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, I do. Along with everything that I've done, I think thinking along that far, I want to be known as a person that put myself in a position to inspire others to be better versions of themselves. I want to be known as that guy, not just for music. Like, I just don't feel like my passion or my purpose on this earth is music. I want to inspire and help people become better just for themselves, just do something with your life. Like, you get one life to live, and I would want to be known as that person to say, hey man, this guy really helped me motivate myself in a depressing time of my life, in the time of my life where I felt like I wasn't worth shit, and he gave me purpose. He made me realize where I was, and that's what I want to be. That's the symbol I want to be for people. And if my music can help open up a light and a tunnel for that, then so be it.
Okay. Alrighty. So you want your presence to be known along with your music.
Of course.
Can't fault you for that.
For sure.
Alright, so let's get into a little lighter note. If may ask, what's your favorite song or project that you've done, and why?
My favorite project.
What does it mean to you?
My favorite project right now, it had to be Love, Lust, and Drugs, LLND. Just because it tells a story, man. I really feel like a lot of things don't align nowadays when it comes to music and really fulfilling a story with your art,
Okay.
And the reason it resonates with me so much is because the story it tells is not just a story about what somebody or something or whatever is going through. It's telling a story from beginning to end with light at the end of the tunnel, man. Like, to know that there's positive presence at the end. I feel like everybody sits in a lot of bullshit, and we can make music and talk about things relating to people and what people are going through, but nobody ever really, I feel like, puts a story and the energy out there to say, hey, you can get better. You can get out of the situation you're in. Don't drown and sit in your bullshit and your sorrow. Use it as fuel to be a better you, a better person, and make something of your life. And look back at the problems that you had and the things you went through and say, man, I got through that. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm here. It's all about getting to that next level. Evolution, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So you want that's the album, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So are you allowed to speak up more on that, or
Yeah, I mean, I could talk about it a little bit more.
All right, so how did it feel? Well, is it done or whatever? How does it feel to make an album? Like, a lot of people, you know, that's one of the big questions people ask about, you know, artists. Like, oh, you know, the album was good, the album was great. They'll sit up and they'll dissect the album all day, but they don't realize how much time and effort went into it, right? There's a lot of time and effort, I believe, correct?
Yeah, a lot
all
of
right,
time.
so, you know, to give the people a little something, a little peek behind the curtains. How did it feel making it? What kind of blood, sweat, and tears went to it, if any did?
Honestly, like I spoke before about music being sporadic, man, it wasn't like a lot of the songs weren't a planned thing. It was a lot of the spur of the moment type things. Like, a lot of the songs were made in times where I was going through stuff, or, you know, I was feeling things, and everything is all my personal life and what's in my head, and even stuff I've seen people that I know go through, man, and just it resonates with me so well. And even my fans, it's like, you know, I've had my fans DM me and people telling me what they're going through and life problems and stuff, and I've made a couple of songs on the album that talk about that, just realizing that, like, you know, just like everybody's going through shit, but to create art out of that and put it together in the form of an album where people can really hear it and really feel it and really resonate with it, I think it's a beautiful thing. And there's not a lot of people that's able to do that successfully, you know what I'm saying? And this album, in my eyes, was a big success in that aspect, you know.
Oh shit! If no one ever listens to it, that you still have something in the world that's so positive, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
And trust me, I
for sure.
I listen to it. It's amazing. People are gonna listen to it.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Most definitely.
All right, getting towards the end of our little run time here. If you could say one thing to your fans, what would you say?
You're your own worst enemy. No matter what's going on in your life, the world, your problems, family, or whatever, if you decide to give up and quit, everything and everybody has won.
Yeah. Ooh.
Believe in yourself.
That's deep.
Because nobody else will.
Oof. Trust me. I know more about that than I would like to. Alright, so we'll leave out on a little lighter note. Tell everybody listening what it's like being Rockstar Vaughn for a day.
Being Rockstar Vaughn for a day is a trip to the train station, to a bus, to a plane, to a space station, to outer space, to another galaxy. That's how it's like in my head, and then you repeating that cycle every day.
Sounds like a movie.
It does, but it's definitely one that you got to keep up with, because if you don't, you're going to get lost in the sauce.
Oof, move fast, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all I would like to know. I'm sure people are waiting for your next interview already. It was nice having you here.
I appreciate that, man, for sure, for sure. Hell yeah.
It was nice having you on.
Appreciate that, man.